message, no, for other women out there is to remain who you are, and at the same time, know your value as a person. Don't be defined by the people around you or the definition of women in our society today. You define yourself and define your value. My personal experience being a woman, an empowered woman, was back in 2020, where I actually co-organized an initiative during the peak of the pandemic about donation drives of sanitary health kits for the women and children. I was with my fellow TCM students as well, and I was also with my fellow scholars that time when we started our initiative. And from there, empowering other women, raising their concerns and doing initiatives during the peak of the pandemic was actually so empowering for me that I was able to bring together people from different walks of life, from different stakeholders, both private and government agencies and other NGOs who supported our initiative. And from that initiative, it grew, and it eventually became our non-government organization right now, which is Andam Higala Incorporated. We empower women in need through our social entrepreneurship programs. At the same time, not just that, we have youth empowerment programs as well. And being the executive director of this NGO is very empowering for me because it created a platform or an avenue for us to provide programs, projects, and activities for women in need, and actually raise our voice, co-organize women groups from different communities, not just in Cagayan de Oro, but all over Misamis Oriental. So back when I was still a student in this university, I was grateful for the opportunities that was given to us, especially that back when I was in my 4th year, I was also given the opportunity to co-organize the Take Pride program or initiative back then, wherein we organize all the members of the queer community. I remember when we had our series of webinars back then and seminars to organize the now very empowered USTP Balangao, wherein back then we created an avenue for them to showcase their talents, to showcase their creative and voices as well in the university. We created the concert, the series of informative sessions, and at the same time find our community, a safe space in the community. And with this initiative back then, I was so happy with the result and the outcomes of these initiatives, because right now I was so happy to see the organization grew in terms of numbers and in terms of the programs and impacts they have done for the university. And not just that, I was also grateful because I think 2 years ago, my NGO, Andam Higala, also had their accreditation in the university, which focuses more on women and youth empowerment. So being an alumna in this university is such a pride and honor. And also seeing my organizations grow in numbers and even expanded their network and influence in the university that focuses more on gender-related initiatives, and at the same time, not just that, but inspiring other trailblazers to become inclusive and diverse, and at the same time empowered, not just in any ways possible, but empowering each other in this university and finding their own voices and spaces. The USTP core values really is my personal, grounded values as well. Back in 2016, when I stepped in this university, one is unselfish dedication, in which I already proved it with all the initiatives that we have done together, thinking not just for myself, but for the welfare of others as well. And I think that's a very purpose as well of co-organizing initiatives, creating programs, for all, and at the same time providing services, not just the trailblazing community, but at the same time the greater community outside the university. Second is social responsiveness. Actually, the university helped me to develop this value instilled in me, especially when I do lots of community works outside and establishing lots of programs and projects. And transformational leadership is one of the core values that I really admire and I really follow through, because being a leader, it takes lots of knowledge and skills, and at the same time experience for you to gain so that you can also give back to others. Leadership is about influence. It's up to you, as a leader, to inspire others to take action. So it is very vital, for me especially, that I develop my personal and professional career right now in relation to my advocacy as well, and prudence, self-governance. When we step out of the university, prudence is very helpful for us, especially in terms of allocating our resources, making good judgments, and all the things that we do. I am very much grateful, that I am a product of this university, and I embody these core values, because it helped me personally, professionally, and especially with the advocacies that I create and I do in the communities. My message, for other women out there is to remain who you are, and at the same time know your value as a person. Don't be defined by the people around you or the definition of women in our society today. You define yourself and define your value. In our mission in Andam, Higala, we equip women and youth with skills for economic development. And I hope that you'll be able to engage, find your space in this world where you can grow and develop your knowledge and skills. Equip yourself with the necessary skills for you to develop your personal and professional careers, and at the same time establish your network, widen your network as a woman. We have lots of inspiring women out there who can be your inspiration, so that someday you will be an inspiration for them as well. If you already find these guiding paths in your life, I hope that you will not forget to inspire other women as well in the future.